Welcome, and thank you for joining us this evening. We appreciate the chance to introduce you to something we have become very passionate about over the past few years. My name is Beth Colucci, and tonight we are going to introduce you to Shaklee, the #1 natural nutrition company in the United States and one of America's most trusted brands. Shaklee is about offering better health for everyone and a better life for anyone. And for the next few minutes, we're going to talk together about how Shaklee might help you achieve what you want for your health or for an even better quality of life. I'm not sure what brought you onto this webinar tonight, but know that we truly appreciate your time. As we go through, you might find yourself asking these 3 questions. First, do I trust this? Do I trust the person who invited me? Do I trust that these products work? And if you've been using them, you already know that they do. And do I trust that I can simply get rewarded for sharing better health with those I care about? You'll have to answer those questions for yourself, but I can tell you that the answer is yes, and you'll discover why as we go through tonight. The next question you might ask yourself is, can I do this? Can I really take a multivitamin and a simple shake every day for better health? Can I do what Beth and her team is doing? And can I help other people and become part of a larger community? Again, you're going to have to ask yourself this, but I can tell you the answer is yes. And lastly, you might ask yourself, is this really worth it? Again, we truly appreciate your time this evening because I know we all have limited time these days. I hope to answer all of these questions tonight and to instill in you that Shaklee is worth it. This is an amazing company, which you'll hear more about going forward. So how did I get here? Growing up, I was very active, participating in many sports, even into my college years. Despite growing up in a healthy environment, my health was always lacking. I've been to countless doctors and had countless tests in my 28 years, and no one could ever really find out what was quote-unquote wrong. About 6 years ago, I took a high-stress teaching job that led my health to deteriorate even more and left me visiting the ER and more doctors. After 2 years, I left that job and came back to New York, where I began working as a personal trainer and nutrition consultant. I was looking for a way to improve my health after years of suffering so that I could have a larger impact on my clients. It was here that I was introduced to Shaklee by my cousin. I was at my last end with my health, so I thought, why not? You've tried everything else. What impressed me the most is the science, safety, beyond organic standard, and performance of everything Shaklee puts its heart into. It has given me my health back and so much more. And the best part is, I get to help people like you change their lives every day. The simple change of what I was putting into my body has given me my health back. And we are here tonight to help you either regain your health or make it that much better. The reason why I mention all this is because every expert was once a beginner. Yes, I am in the health field, but no, I clearly did not always know what was healthy. All of you excel at something and can do something better than everyone else in the room, but I'm certain it wasn't always that way. You may not be in the health field, but with passion and purpose, you too can learn and become an expert. You can do this. You just need to believe and start. So this leads me back to you. Are you where you want to be in your life? Are your work and family in balance? These days we are all so crazed, driving to work, getting back from work, hitting this timeline, that timeline, that it's really hard to find proper balance in our lives. And what about your health and fitness levels? Is there one thing, maybe many things that you'd like to change about your health? And what about your lifestyle? As kids, we always had these large, grand dreams of what we were going to do and what we were going to be in our lives. But sadly, along the way, a lot of times we lose sight of that. So are you really where you want to be in your life or where you thought you would be? So now, what if you could actually be in that place? What if you could simply create this rewarding lifestyle for yourself by helping other people get what they want? You know, you could have a rewarding lifestyle. You could have a little bit of extra money. You could go on all these wonderful trips. And that is what Shaklee is all about. It's simply helping people live healthier lives. And that is called the Shaklee effect. Shaklee believes that by taking small, simple steps, you can lead to large transformation not only in your life, but in the life of those you care about. And there's many ways that people can get involved with Shaklee. The first is to simply use the products and experience their health benefits. The second is to share the products with family and friends and those you care about. And the company will actually send you bonus checks. They'll send you rewards back in the mail, similar to CVS bucks, but those checks are a lot bigger and they are a lot more fun. Or you could simply build a team, and that's what myself and so many other like-minded people have decided to do. I truly believe my purpose here is to help people find a healthier life, and Shaklee is another vehicle that allows me to do this. Building a team is one of the most rewarding things I have ever done. So you might be wondering, great, Shaklee sounds awesome, but why Shaklee? There's so many other companies out there. Well, Shaklee right now is smack dab in the middle of a $360 billion industry that is actually projected to grow to $3 trillion. Everyone is looking for a healthier foundation for their life. We're looking for healthier solutions, maybe not so much medication, but a more natural approach to our illnesses. Everyone's looking for a healthy weight, whether they want to lose a few pounds or find a way to finally maintain a healthy and strong weight. People are looking for a healthy beauty and, of course, a healthy home. And this is one of my favorite things Shaklee puts out. It helps us create the healthiest homes for ourselves. So why supplement? You know, what's going on in the United States these days that even causes us to want to take a supplement every day? Well, if you take a look on the screen, you'll see that fast food sales have soared. Nutritional values of crops have declined, meaning even if you have the healthiest of diets, you're still lacking key nutrients in your body. And 90% of us fall short in those nutrients in our everyday lives. So again, great. I understand why I maybe need to supplement, but why Shaklee? Why should I choose Shaklee over all those other generic brands maybe on the shelves of CVS or, any other store like that? Well, Shaklee has the science to back it up. And in a little bit, I'm going to share with you a groundbreaking study called the Landmark Study that really drives home the point as to why Shaklee. So I just mentioned a couple things that show that the trends in the United States are not really where we want to be trending right now. Last year, the CDC released this headline: U.S. lifespan surges, health span not so much. And what this means is that these days people are living longer. Medical advances have come very, very far and people are living beyond their 100s. However, those people are not living healthy lives. And that's where we want to come in and make a difference. We want to shorten that gap, close that gap between lifespan and health span. So how do we do that? It's simple. We teach people how to live healthier lives. We get them to stop smoking, provide them with healthy exercises, to delete all those chemicals and solutions out of their homes that might be triggers for a lot of chronic diseases. We find healthy solutions. We help moms have the healthiest pregnancy and raise healthy, wonderful children, and so on and so forth. So it's really our mission at Shaklee to close this lifespan versus health span gap so that people can live past their 100s but feel great doing it. And here we have the Shaklee difference. So great, we're going to close that lifespan gap. And Shaklee is going to help us. And really what they do is set themselves apart from all those other companies I mentioned that you can find on any shelf. Shaklee spent over $250 million, close to $300 million in research and development of their products alone in the past 2 years. They provide over 100,000 quality tests a year to ensure purity and potency of all their ingredients and final products. They became the first company to be climate neutral in the world, and they perform over 250 pesticide tests which is more than required by the U.S. Pharmacopoeia to make sure that everything is organic and natural and is not going to harm us in the process. So obviously you can see Shaklee really sets itself apart. And what's really neat is that it's been around for a while. Back about 100 years ago, Dr. Forrest C. Shaklee created the first multivitamin in the world. He was the founder of our company, Shaklee Corporation, which has been around for 60 years. He believed that the medical field is interested in treating disease. I'm interested in building health. Dr. Shaklee was really beyond his years in terms of innovation and being wise when it comes to tapping into nature and all that nature provides to help us live our healthiest lives. And about 10 years ago, Shaklee Corporation was purchased by Roger Barnett, who you see on the right-hand screen. Roger is a visionary. He is such a wonderful leader, and in the past 10 years, Shaklee has grown leaps and bounds, and what he wants to do for this company really just touches everybody's heart. He wants to be the first company in the world to win a Nobel Peace Prize for eradicating world hunger. And just to be part of something so much bigger than myself is so rewarding. And I have no doubts that Shaklee is going to keep growing above and beyond under Roger's leadership. And as I mentioned, Shaklee has been around for 60 years. And what's amazing is that in those 60 years, there has never been an FDA recall. There have never been any lawsuits. There has never been any negative public attention to the company because it goes above and beyond to make sure that everything is potent and safe. So when it comes to what Shaklee offers, there are 5 product lines. They have products that help you build a healthy foundation for your life to live a longer and healthier life. They have healthy solutions for chronic problems. They help you find and maintain your healthy weight. They provide healthy beauty with products that are non-toxic and safe for the skin. And they have Healthy Home line, which actually has a product in it that is an Earth Day sponsored product, which is pretty cool to have a cleaner as an Earth Day product. So we're not going to delve too much into each of these product lines tonight. I am going to touch on them briefly, but if you want more information in regards to what is offered in each of these lines, please do talk to the person who invited you this evening. What I do want to touch on is the Shaklee Life Plan. This is a new plan that was released this past August, and it has been in research and development for a little over a few years now. And our legal department okayed and tested the fact that we could say that the Life Plan is the most comprehensive nutritional system in the world, which is a really amazing statement to be able to make and such a proud moment for all of us to be able to share that with you. It's clinically proven to help provide the foundation for a longer and healthier life. And again, we're not going to go too much into detail, but do ask the person who invited you for a little bit more information on the Life Plan. So before I mentioned the landmark study when it came down to why we should supplement and why we should choose Shaklee for our supplements. And in 2007, the UC Berkeley School of Public Health actually approached Shaklee to do this study. It was not done by them themselves. And what UC Berkeley did was take 3 test groups. 1, Shaklee supplement users. The second, no supplement users. And the third was generic supplement users. And what they did was track these 3 groups over a span of 20 years, which is really incredible and is the only study of its kind. After those 20 years, what they found was that Shaklee supplement users had remarkably better health than the other 2 groups. Here you can see on the screen that they have all lower levels of the healthy heart biomarkers, and they scored in double digits benefits in heart, brain, and cognitive health. What was really interesting about this study is that the group with the second healthiest lives were not the people who took generic supplements, but they were the people who took nothing at all, meaning those who took generic supplements from store shelves actually had the worst health. And if you think about it, think about what goes into those supplements. there's a lot of synthetic ingredients that our bodies don't know what to do with. So when it comes to choosing Shaklee over another brand, I stand firmly behind what they produce because everything they produce is organic, it's tested for safety, and it's a whole food supplement, meaning our bodies know what to do with it. Not only did they do the landmark study, but this study, the telomere study, is a newer study that Shaklee has put out. And if you don't know what telomeres are, on the caps of all of our chromosomes and our DNA are these little, white caps, similar to the cap on our shoelace. And what those telomeres do is protect our inside DNA. So if you can imagine, as those telomeres shorten, our DNA can get altered and mutated, and that's where a lot of chronic diseases and inflammation and things like cancer come into play. What was really cool is that after this study, Shaklee supplement users who were age 80 had the same length telomeres as those who were 41 and healthy. So almost double the age, but with the same exact telomere length, which means that they were sustaining a healthy life as they aged, helping to close that lifespan, health span gap that we talked about so much earlier. So as you can see, not only using Shaklee supplements now, how that could have a huge benefit on you, but as you age, the amazing effects it can have and carry through your life are really life transforming. And healthy weight. I just want to touch on this because this is always a hot topic, especially for me in the fitness and nutrition industry. If we take a look at common diets, over a 12-week span, you might lose about 10 pounds, which is great. Problem with a typical diet is that 5 of those 10 pounds might be from fat and 5 might be from muscle. Now, the problem with this is as you lose muscle, your metabolism slows down. So when you stop your diet or you fall off the wagon, as they say, that's when the weight comes back on. Because as you lose muscle mass, your metabolism falls to the floor and you can no longer sustain the activity levels or the calorie burn that your body naturally does. So what Shaklee did was create a program called Shaklee 180 that over the same 12-week period, study participants lost 15.4 pounds of fat on average. And the way they lost just fat and no muscle mass was that the Shaklee 180 products are powered with leucine, which is an amino acid which helps you hold on to your muscle. So I will note that this study, again, it was a 12-week study, all the participants who were part of this did this with no exercise. So if you can imagine adding exercise into the picture, how much better your results would be. So again, Shaklee 180 sets itself apart once again by providing you a way to help you lose pure fat and maintain all your muscle so that you can say goodbye to yo-yo dieting forever and feel great. And I'm just going to touch on one more product line briefly, and that's the Healthy Home line. And it's something that I truly, truly love and really drew me into the company. Shaklee believes that home should be the healthiest place on the planet. And a lot of times, we go and we pick up products off the shelves that if you flip them over and you read the ingredients, they're not ingredients. They're verbs, flammable, propellant. And most of these products are actually very highly synthetic, they're highly toxic, and they are a pollutant to the planet. So if we take a look here on the right side of the screen, again, you'll see synthetic, toxic, and pollutant. That's, say, our store window cleaner. If you take a look on the left, you'll see Basic H, which is that Earth Day product I mentioned before. Basic H is organic, it's non-toxic, and it's green, meaning it's good for the planet as well. And if we take a look at the cost comparison, one bottle of Basic H, and I know this is going to sound crazy, one bottle costs you $10.35 and will last you 4 years. On the right-hand side, where you see your window cleaner, you would have to buy the equivalent of upwards of 6,000 bottles of this window cleaner to get the same clean as one bottle of Basic H. I'm not going to go into all the details now, but do ask who invited you on to figure out how in the world this works. But trust me, it does. So again, Shaklee has these 5 product lines: a healthy foundation, solution, weight, beauty, and home. If there's something that really spoke to you through that, definitely talk to who invited you and we can share more about each of these lines with you. And why trust us? We asked you before, do I trust this? And again, the answer is yes. So Shaklee isn't just used by me. It's not just used by my team. It's used by people all over the world. We have Olympic athletes who use Shaklee, which is a really great testament because of all the strict testing that they go through. Shaklee-powered athletes have won over 120 medals in the Olympics thus far, which is really amazing. Shaklee has been to space. They have brought Vitalizer, our vitamin strip, into space. They created a rehydration drink to help bring astronauts back into orbit. Shaklee is used in the White House, in the Pentagon, no matter who is in office. And of course, it's used by everyday people like yourself and I, who obviously we are amazing, but there's really nothing too special about us that, Shaklee is usable by everyone. It's worth it. It's trustworthy, and you can do it. And what's really great is that Shaklee has a 100% guarantee. Now, you've heard how much testing they put in, how many quality tests they do, but for those who are skeptical still, Shaklee offers a 100% money-back guarantee. If you ever have anything that you don't like, that you don't think has worked, they will refund you your money, no questions asked. And I can't say that about a lot of other companies or most stores out there. So a little bit about our team. You might be sitting there thinking, wow, I don't know that many people. How can I have this ripple effect we keep talking about? Well, if you look up on the left-hand screen, that's Jeannie and Steve Tubell. They live in Mahopac, New York. They were both school teachers, one in art, one in, I believe, history. And if you take a look at the woman in the purple dress, that's Oma. She is my adopted grandmother. And her arrow points to Corey Beth and Mike, and they are my wonderful cousins and who introduced me to Shaklee. Now, Jeannie and Steve did not know Corey Beth and Mike, but the ripple effect that they had through Oma has now led Corey Beth and Mike to build this wonderful team, of which I'm lucky enough to be a part of. And they simply shared the health of Shaklee with us. And what we've done is gone out and shared it with other people. So now, did Jeannie and Steve know, Lourdes? No. Did they know Heather? No. But because of the ripple effect and simply talking to people about the wonderful effect Shaklee has had on our lives, we have been able to touch that many more people. And below Oma, you see Noelle and Tom there. They shared it with Jen, who shared it with Rebecca, who shared it with Megan and Melinda and Maddie. And the ripple effect just goes on and on and on. And this is such a wonderful community. I'm lucky enough to know all of these people and call them my friends and my teammates. This year, Shaklee is bringing people to Los Cabos, Mexico for 5 days, all inclusive, all expenses paid. And they're also bringing people to Tuscany. So not only, if we take a look back, is the ripple effect amazing, but the company really provides you with incredible rewards, such as these trips, car bonuses, huge rebates, simply for helping people change their lives. So obviously it's about a better life. It's flexible, it's rewarding, it's helping you achieve what you want for your life and for your family's life. So we're gonna look briefly into exactly how the company rewards you. And again, we're not gonna go into too much depth, but I'm sure the person who invited you will be more than happy to explain all of this to you. The first step is called distributor, and that's simply sharing with the people you care about. Your mom, your dad, your brother, your cousins, your boyfriend or girlfriend, your friends. Simply telling them about the amazing health experiences you're having with Shaklee, the company is going to reward you for that and send you extra money. And you might find that it's so easy that you bump up to what's called director, and director is the first level in our business. The average income is about $10,000 to $12,000. You can earn a free trip to California, all inclusive, all expenses paid. You get discounts on your products, you get bonuses, and you get recognized, and again, you get celebrated by this wonderful community. Once you become a director and you share with your friends and they become directors, you reach what's called a coordinator. And that's helping at least 2 people do what you did and get to director. You can see on the right-hand side there, Corey, Beth, and Mike. And they have reached coordinator simply by helping myself and other people help you. The average income here is about $20,000, maybe a little bit more. What's great about coordinator is that you start to receive a car bonus. Yes, that's right. Shaklee will pay for your car for doing an amazing job. And you earn an all expenses paid exotic trip. Remember a couple slides ago, I showed you Los Cabos in Tuscany? Again, all you do to achieve these rewards is help people get what they want. Another level is executive coordinator. You can see on the right there our friend Jen. She recently got married over the summer. And this is where you help at least 3 people get to director. And your average income bumps up to about $48,000. You're going to increase your car bonus. You're going to earn even more trips. And you're going to earn extra cash bonuses. And as you can tell, as you help more people, the company rewards you greater. And the pinnacle in our business is called Master Coordinator. And this is where you've helped at least 6 people get to director. And the average income here is really amazing. It's over $200,000, full income. A lot of people leave and replace their corporate incomes simply by helping other people get healthier. Car bonus can go up to $600. You can earn additional trips and additional bonuses. So really there's rewards at all levels. You can see on the screen starting about $10,000 all the way up to over $600,000, which is incredible. And you can fit in anywhere in this. And like I said, the community in Shaklee is amazing, and everyone is going to celebrate you and recognize your achievements and reward you for simply helping people you care about. And that's all this is about. And not only, are you helping people, but you're designing your own life. Think back to those questions we thought about. Are your work and life in balance? Is your health where you want to be? Do you have the lifestyle you've wanted? With Shaklee, you can help design your entire life to be exactly what you want it to be. And so how do you see yourself fitting in? There's so many ways and so many different opportunities within Shaklee that it's really wonderful to help see yourself fit in. Whether you want to use the products, whether you want to share them with a few people, or whether you want to build a team and join our amazing team and just live a life that's designed by you and flexible and incredibly rewarding. And so there's 3 ways to join. As I mentioned, there's a couple different ways you can get a free lifetime membership. You can share and earn, or you could build a business. And no matter how you look at it, you are starting your own franchise for under $1,000, and that's going to build you passive residual income for the rest of your life and something that you can pass down to your future children and future generations. So I want to ask you, what will your Shaklee effect be? And that's what I want to leave you with tonight. I hope I answered those 3 questions for you in the beginning. Can I trust this? Can I do it? And is it worth it? I hope that you now know all the answers to those questions are a resounding yes. And we so look forward to helping you find what your Shaklee effect will be. Thank you again so much for joining us this evening, and we look forward to talking with you soon. Have a great night.